Hello and hello and welcome everyone. Our local time is 1 past 4 p.m. Saturday afternoon. Hello Mahdiye, Esra, Fufa, Sophia, Leo, Rishi, Anil, Tanika. Happiness in all the lovely people. Thanks for joining. We're hoping the British teacher James would join us in any time. Sundays, welcome. It's my pleasure once again to see all the lovely people. Excuse me, guys. So, dear viewers, it's Saturday afternoon in the UK, and our local time is once again 2 past 4 p.m. Hey, Nikhil, welcome. Ajay, welcome. Margia, welcome. Happy to see you. Guilherme, welcome. Nikhil, welcome. So, Anton, welcome. Thank you very much once again for joining. Tramp, welcome. So, teacher James would join us in any time. So, let's wait for him. All right, guys. So, how are you all doing today? Okay, Ajay says good. Anil says fantastic. Sure one. Silura, welcome. I'm doing great, thank you. Martin, welcome. Anil, I'm fantastic. Thank you very much for asking. Esra, I'm okay. Awesome, my day is amazing. Shukrit, welcome. So welcome all the lovely people who have joined from the different parts of the planet at this moment. It's Saturday once again and our interview podcast with the British Hello teacher James. So welcome. Hi Ajay again, Avi again. Jack here, welcome. I'm fine, thank you very much. How about you? And if you see the heart shape symbol, just touch it once to support me, you know. If the number has gone up, obviously you have supported me. Hello journalist, welcome. Good evening, hello and welcome. Hello Bhagwati, welcome. Faisal, welcome. Sukhpreet, welcome. I'm looking beautiful. Oh, really? Beautiful is the word that should be used for the girls, okay? Sukhpreet. For the males or boys, we use handsome. All right? Yes, handsome. And I'm not handsome like you guys, you know. I'm just an ordinary person. Tanika, you're so amazing. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, so where is our teacher James? I have sent him a message earlier. Hello, Joe, welcome. Nikhil, welcome. Nikhil says, guys, we should give a heart-shaped symbol for his tremendous work. Yes, thank you very much, Nikhil. That's so cool. Everybody is a singular number. Ajay, remember, everybody is, not are, okay? Everybody is, everyone, everybody. No one, nobody. Someone, somebody. These are always singular number. Okay. Sarah has a question. Today, what will we do? No, it's the interview podcast with the Hello Teacher. Waiting for, yeah, Mr. James. I'm a bit skeptical, because sometimes he doesn't show up on time. Let me see. I'll wait for an hour. If he doesn't come, he doesn't come. Okay. So once again, guys, I've got a question for you. How long have you been using this application? Tanika says 17 days. Malik says 1 day. Ramzi says 15 days. Oh, that's cool. Subrata says this is my 6th day. Okay, that's great, Subrata. Welcome. John Ali says for 3 months. Balbinder says I started to use 1 month ago. Okay. Asra says I'm using. It should be I have been using, Asra. Present perfect continuous. Okay. Anton, I live in England. If you mean the country, I live in England, but I was not born here. I migrated 17 years ago. Hello, Ajay. You have been using for 1 day? Valbinder says I started to use this application. What is that before one? Asmin says 8 months. Hey, Jordano, happy to see you. Jordana says 1.5 years. I'm not good in English. Okay. You need to practice a lot. And then I migrated from Saudi Arabia, but I was born in Bangladesh. So English is my second language. My first language is Bengali. Second language is English. Third language is Hindi. Fourth language is Urdu. Fifth language is Arabic. Sixth language is German. Navid says 4 days. Ajay just started. I don't know Tamil. I'm sorry, Anton. Tanika, I'm also here from Bangladesh as well. That's cool. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, Sukhpreet, I don't know Punjabi language. Balvinder, thank you. Subrata says something in Bengali. I know Kashmir, yeah. Kashmir is the in between parts of India and Pakistan, whereas war is going on for a long time. Yes, Ash, welcome. I'm going to say something in Bengali, don't worry, guys. Bengali, English, Urdu, and Hindi, and Arabic. Okay. Right. I'm doing great. Fast Arabic. Okay. You can understand Hindi. All right. So, welcome everyone. أهلا وسهلا للبرنامج أستاذ علي من المملكة البريطانية اليوم يوم السبت الحين الساعة 4:11 دقيقة. Okay, so welcome to my live program. Today is Saturday. Our local time is 4:11. I'm from England. That is the Arabic. मेरा प्रोग्राम में आपका स्वागत करता हूँ। आज शनिवार अभी इस वक्त 4:11 हो गया and in that is in Hindi in Bengali আমার অনুষ্ঠানে আপনাদের সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা এবং স্বাগতম আমাদের স্থানীয় সময় বিলেতে বিকাল 4:11 Okay, guten Morgen everyone. Actually it's guten Abend, it's not morning anyone. Bienvenue. Okay, so there are all some of these in explanations. Tanika, I'm doing great. আপনি কেমন আছেন? Yes. I don't know Malayalam. I'm sorry, Ajay. I was born in Bangladesh, guys. So I've sent message to teacher James. He said he will be joining me soon. That's great. So once again, guys, welcome. We'll be getting teacher James in any time. So I studied from Bangladesh, guys. My first degrees were from there. Let me tell you briefly. I studied from the University of Dhaka, and obviously I completed my post-graduation in industrial pharmacy, and I worked as an industrial pharmacist in my country, Bangladesh, before I came out from my country. In 2000, I got a job offer to work in Saudi Arabia to work as a pharmacist. This is how I just moved from Bangladesh to Saudi Arabia, okay? And obviously, I stayed there 4 years and I had to learn Arabic language, and I learned Arabic language in 90 days, amazingly, because I was in the country. It's called immersion, okay? And obviously in 2004 I got a job offer from the National Health Service UK government, and I moved here. Since 2004 I've been living here, and in the meantime I visited quite a few times in Bangladesh, and obviously that's my country where I was born. My childhood, my college, universities were there. So what happened basically after coming here, to I needed to develop my career, so I went back to studies once again. So I completed my postgraduate diploma from the University of Manchester. Then I came back to work, and I was working for the British Armed Forces, and I was sent in Germany and the Falkland Islands. I stayed in Germany around a year, and I had to learn basic German language. Then again I came back, I started working, then again I went back to studies. I completed my MBA in healthcare major, and I applied for my PhD program, and luckily I've been accepted. So at the moment I'm waiting for my PhD supervisor next year. This year the time is gone. So let's see how it goes. I work for the National Health Service. I work as a part-time Hello teacher. All right, guys. So I was born in a city called Mymensingh. Then my school and colleges were from there. So I studied then afterward University of Dhaka. So I used to live in University Hostel, Science Faculty, Karjan Hall, Shahidullah Hall. Hey, Teacher James is here. Teacher James, send me a hop on request, please. A teacher should send me a hop on request so that I can bring the teacher. Tanik is a teacher. I want to go to the UK for studies, but my English is not good. Thank you very much, Teacher James. Teacher James, yes. Yahoo, he's coming, guys. Teacher James, one and only Teacher James. One. Hi, Teacher James. Teacher James, you like to share your WhatsApp group? Just message it. I'll just pin it, please. Thank you very much. That's really good. So everyone, welcome once again, Teacher James. He's a British teacher. We'd like to know more about him today. So Teacher James, before I start the conversation, I need to ask you, how much time have you got for us? That's great. So would you like to tell us about the place you were born, your you know early school, secondary school, your education? That's great. Which part of the UK you're from again? Okay, by the way, guys, Teacher James has shared his chat group, WhatsApp group. If you're interested, you can join and you can get good and great lesson from him. So if it's on the pin section, everyone, okay? Or so Teacher James, you went to the private school. Was it grammar school you mean? That's great. So you had your grammar school then. Where did you study after that? That's great. So after finishing your college, did you study anything else? Okay, so after finishing your university, did you do the teaching course or? Mhm. That's great. So when did you decide to study, I mean, teach abroad? S- So when you were, so teacher James, when you were a child, what was your dream in the future? What you'd be? Okay, so I like to ask you some, your childhood questions, if it is okay with you, teacher James. Yeah, they're saying hello to you, and maybe sometime you can have a look to the comments. I'm also reading. So, dear viewers, if you have any questions and comments, please keep writing. I'm going to read it for teacher James, and he's going to answer you. So, teacher James, do you remember who was your best schoolmate when you were in primary school? That's great. Do you have any childhood funny memory you can share with us? All right. I've got another question, Teacher James. As a child, sometimes we have, interested other girls. Did you like anyone, if you remember? Okay. Did any girl like you? And one. That's great. So we'll come back to your personal questions. Like Teacher James, I have noticed, and we know that you've got two dogs, right? What are the names of the dogs? Mhm. Teacher James, are you scared of spider? All right. Do you remember the rhyme "Incy Wincy Spider"? Mm. All right. Okay. So, do you have any other pets apart from the dogs? Okay. Uh, okay. So are these dogs male or puppies? I mean. Okay. So what's your favorite food, teacher James? Do you know how to cook? As you say, you try to be a chef. Obviously, you know. All right. What's your favorite color? Great. And your uh, so your favorite food is said already. Okay. How many languages can you speak, teacher James? Can you speak as well? Can you say hello, everyone? Welcome to our program in Italian. Thank you. Okay, that's great. And you said you spent quite a long time of your life in teaching in Vietnam and China. Could you please be specific about that? You know, from which year to which year you stayed there? Okay, so how many countries have you visited up to now? Down down under? Teacher Safi is asking. That is Australia. All right, that's okay. So, Teacher James, one funny question here. If you are to choose to live only one country apart from the UK, which country you like to go and why? So, which part of Italy you were? Okay, well, welcome once again, guys. We're having conversation. The British teacher James, and he has got a WhatsApp group. It is pinned there. If you like to join, just click on it and join, and you can get a lot of information, lot of lessons from teacher James. We're coming with more with teacher James, courses. I'm going to share the screen so that you can know. So, teacher James, apart from this Hello app, I'm sure you also teach somewhere else, right? Hmm. That's great. We know that you have been a teacher last year. You were off maybe for a few weeks or months, then you're back again. So, in the last year, how did you join the Hello? Did anyone refer you? That's great. So, what are your hobbies now, teacher James? Okay, no, no problems, guys. Uh, ignore it, teacher James. That's fine. Teacher James, I just got a question. Have you been to Scotland, the Harry Potter castle, the movie where it took place? Would you like to share the experience? This Shakespeare's birthplace. Hmm. That's great. So, which English writer is your favorite writer? And which of his writing is most enjoyable to you? I've got a question. It's related to the Shakespeare's writing. He's also famous for short stories, like the character Shylock. Shylock, Merchant of Venice. He's one of his writings. Merchant of Venice. Sherlock Holmes is the character of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Okay, if not, that's fine. Let's move on. So, apart from the British literature, did you also study any American literature by any chance? Okay, that's great. Let's move on, Teacher James. So, as a hello teacher, disclaimer: how do you define professionalism? Okay, so what are your strengths as a teacher? Uh, that's great. And what do you think could be your possible weakness? All right. So, do you also know Cockney accent, Teacher James? Mm, mm. Any other Cockney expression like "Hello, mate. What's the lemon and lime?" Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll come back more, teacher James. Let's move a little bit ahead. Welcome, Turja, Amira, teacher Ahmed, Sanko, Anita, and all the lovely people. Ibrahim, Arafat, Aisa, and Princess Abdul Bari, Ash, and all the lovely. We are having conversation with teacher James. If you have any questions and comments, would you like to write in the comment section? Oh, teacher Safi as well. He's from Australia, down under. Uh, teacher Safia's question is RP accent. Actually, does RP accent still exist in England or not? That is his question. That's right. Okay. So, teacher James, when you prepare a lesson, as you know that our learners have got different kinds of understanding capacity. What I mean to say, there may be beginner, maybe intermediate or advanced. How do you make sure from your lesson everyone gets enough information? That's great. That's amazing. So we know that at the moment you're also offering Hello courses. How many courses you are teaching to our students? Okay, if somebody wants to join your classes, private lesson, or courses, can you please explain them in a very easy way so that they can join you? Great. I'm trying to find your lesson, Teacher James. Hang on this moment. I'm just on the Discover page. One moment. Okay. Mhm. Okay, that's great. We'll uh, ask you a few more questions before we go to the funny questions. Welcome, Murad, Rashni, Keish, Anita, Nadia, and all the lovely people. Thank you very much for joining. We are having discussion with teacher James, who is a British teacher from Leicester. I've been there once, teacher James. By the way, I live in Essex, next to East London border. Yeah, I've been to many cities because I work for the National Health Service, NHS, in pharmacy sector on a contractual basis, which is why I move around a lot. And in the northern part of England, I've been to Bradford and Leeds, then Sheffield and those areas, and Birmingham, Manchester, and obviously Swindon and Leicester and a few other cities. Okay. Um, so, Teacher James, when you teach any lessons, and you always get the feedback from students, right? Okay. So, in order to assess a good feedback, what do you do? What positive steps? Sometimes our learners are really very beginner level, as I said. We're not talking about intermediate and advanced level who are, well understood, but a beginner student, if the student needs help from you, what steps do you do? And give me one moment, teacher James. I need to turn on the light. It's becoming darker. Okay, many people are saying hello to you. That's really cool. All right, so that's really cool, and I'm sure that you have been to London many times, right, teacher James? Mhm. Okay, that's great. Dear viewers, I pinned a comment of Teacher James' WhatsApp group. If you're interested, click on it and you can join and talk to him. All right, and also that's great. Yeah, that's cool. So, Teacher James, what are your teaching strategies? That's great. So that's really amazing, your teaching strategies and your techniques, which is why people like you, they join you, and obviously they book the private lessons and join your courses. As you might be aware, that from the next week, September, Hallo is going to get more students from Korea. June has made advertisement already. We're going to get hopefully a good number of students. So, what is your view about that? That's great. By the way, Teacher James and all the viewers, all my live streams are shared through my Facebook Live as well as YouTube channel Live. So there are many people watching from there, but I'm not going there to answer the questions. I'm focusing on hello viewers. Yeah, from my account live on Facebook, I've got 5,000 uh, followers and 2,000 more of 7,000, and from YouTube roughly 700. And because my YouTube channel is new, so not many people are watching from the YouTube, but some people are watching from the Facebook. So that's really cool, a good opportunity for each and everyone to marketize, especially the teachers. That's why I try to invite all our hello teachers, to talk to them and about themselves. Okay, so Teacher James, very often our learners are confused. Two things I always say: I don't know English. I would like to learn English. So how do you explain this question and how do you answer them? By the are you scared of fly? Bumblebee? All right, that's okay, teacher James. I say to you the common question. When you make a live stream, there are a few common questions like I don't know English. I like to uh, develop my spoken English, like you, or maybe better than you. Number one. Number two, they're confused about pronunciation and accent. Please highlight these two questions for our viewers. I'm sure these are the most common questions from our viewers. Okay, there's a question from Kesh. In order to improve spoken English, what's the role of reading? That's great. Thank you very much, Teacher James. So I'm sure that you also teach grammar to your students. Mhm. Alicia has a question, Teacher James. Would you mind telling about your WhatsApp group again? I I pinned it, dear viewers. Mhm. Okay. Okay, dear viewers, once again we are having conversation with the British teacher. Hello, Teacher James. And if you have any questions or comments about English learning, about his WhatsApp group, or anything else, you're more than welcome to do that. He's going to read it as well as I am going to read it. And obviously, we've got enough time today because Teacher James is quite busy person, I know. And thank you very much once again for joining us and talking and also giving answers all the lovely question from different learners. Hey, Alex, welcome. Tanika, Alicia, Nadia, Tania, Anita, and Rasni, all the lovely people. Thank you very much for joining. Mhm. Okay, so Teacher James, we are almost at the end of our interview podcast. We're going to ask you some funny questions, so get ready. This question is simply only to have good fun with our teachers, to know their psychology, their intention, And obviously, the most first question is, I'm sure Stephen Hawkins. Do you know where he's born? When he was born, because he passed away. Okay. Do you know why he was famous for? No worries. It's just for fun. Do you know Stephen King by any chance? Stephen King, the writer. The writer. Okay. Do you like watching movies? And what's your favorite movie, or what genre you like? So, have you watched any James Bond movies or Johnny English? That's right. It's coming next year. Next month. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know who is the actor? So this week is the 30th September. Next week. Oh, that's cool. All right, Teacher James. Very often. Okay, sorry. What's the name of your favorite film again? Hmm. James Bond movie. You mean? Skyfall. Did you say Motown? Right. That's great. And also, do you like any American movies by any chance? All right. Okay. Do you play any kind of musical instrument by any chance, Teacher James? Guitar, keyboard, piano? Do you like to sing? Do you sing? Do you, all right. Okay, dear viewers, if you want to subscribe to Teacher James, go to his account, book a private lesson, or possibly you can book subscribe to his course. So when is your next course, Teacher James? That's great. So, Teacher James, this is a bit funny questions, and everyone is listening to us. You'll be sent to an isolated place when there is no modern civilization. It's like a forest, like Amazon. You have options to take three things with you. Which three things you will take with you? That's right. What phone? Your phone might die after 2 3 days. You know, there you're going there for a longer time, maybe 10 years. Teacher James, I'm sorry, I have to repeat the question. The scenario is that you're going to an Amazon forest. There is no civilization, no phone, no Wi-Fi, no shop, no everything you have to do by yourself. So you have been asked to take three things. Okay. Once again, by the teacher James, can you please lower down your face? Your eyes are closed. Yeah, it's better than before. If you just, I'm going to take a photo. I'm going to post later to my Facebook group and Instagram so that they know that you have been with my live stream. Okay, hang on a moment. Ready, steady, go. Great. All right. So my suggestion will be choose something else so that people become interested. Yeah. Oh, teacher Marakan is here. Assalamu alaikum. I could welcome Alicia, Chan, Nikhil, Kyle. Welcome everyone. Can you carry a bag on your shoulder? Come on, teacher James, be practical. Look, picture it. You're going there alone in a jungle. What things you can carry? Come on. Do you like to take your wife or girlfriend? Boat? Did you say boat? I wonder how can you carry the boat on your shoulder when you're going by yourself? You may have a rucksack. Knife is fine. Tiny things you can fold it. Camera. All right. Mhm. That's a great question. Survival for the fittest. In the Amazon jungle, will you find water for fishing? I'm skeptical, Teacher James, how you're going to survive. Can you climb a tree? Can you climb the tree, Teacher James? Okay. Okay. The flare, SOS flare. No, there is no one in the jungle. You are the only one, only survivor. There is no network, Teacher James. May I remind you, you can't take your mobile phone, your Facebook, or no technology. No. Okay, no worries. Uh, okay, by that, there are some people. Let me welcome them quickly. Teacher Marakan, thank you very much for joining. Again, Kimlan, Anita, Loinsky, Sun, Nikhil, Kyle, Klim, and Ramsingh Patel. Ramsingh Patel says, very good answer. Hunter shoes, X. Wow. And Pradesh and all the lovely people. Thank you very much, guys. If you have any questions or comments about English lesson with Teacher James, please write in the commentary section. Yes, Teacher Maraka, with no civilization, power, or batteries, how will your camera be useful? That's right, Teacher Maraka. Just think that you are in a primitive era at the beginning of this whole civilization. You are the only survivor. Now you have to survive you by yourself. Come on, these are funny questions. Only to know about Teacher James, impromptu decision, guys. So we're having a test. Don't worry, it's a psychological, and we're having fun, by the way, Teacher James. Okay, we know that you're a serious teacher when it's a matter of teaching, but sometimes you need to relax. Tent. Mm-hmm. The folded tent, yeah. By the teacher James, you have got a rucksack. You can carry lots of things inside these rucksacks. Okay. Apart from those things, you can mention three specific things for your survival there. That is the answer everyone is expecting. Yeah, teacher Marakan has written knife is a good tool. Hunting knife, especially like Rambo, big hunting knife. Yeah. Flint. Teacher James, here is a biggest clue for you. If you can climb to the trees, you don't need a tent, because if you live in a forest, any animal can come at night, and you'd be in danger. We don't want you to be in danger. Okay, we want it to be safe place. So if you climb to the topest of the tree, acme of the tree, possibly you can stay there. Great. Rope is very useful. Yes, teacher American claim. Good answer. Knife, rope. Hmm. Uh, I- I've got a question here. What do you do with the binoculars in the dark jungle forest? No, except the animals, there is no other human. Okay. Okay. There are many answers from the comment section. Ram Singh says matchsticks. Fatih says no guns. Okay. Turja says binoculars. All right. Such rope. Yeah. Klim says ma'am. All right. Okay. Someone says that it will be difficult for you to survive with these, instruments. Okay, that's great. So that's really cool answer, and we all really enjoyed it. And thanks everyone, teacher Marakan, Nadia, Rajiv, Turja, Claim, Nikhil, Ramsing, Faith, and all the lovely people who have answered. That's amazing. Now, the second question, teacher James, do you ever buy lottery in the UK? Mhm. All right, okay, that's fine. It's just a hypothetical situation. You bought a lottery today and you got that you won £1 million tonight. What are you going to do with this money? That's great. Hmm. And so, what are the wishes you would like to fulfill in your life? That's great. And if you are given the superpowers like any Avengers character, which character would you like to be? R- Right. That is the Teacher James WhatsApp group. I have pinned it, dear viewers. If you like to join, just click on it and join there. Turja has a question for you, Teacher James. Could you please share some phrases that have the meaning having a bad day in the office? Turja. He's asking, can you please share some phrases which has got the meaning like I'm having very bad time? Mhm. That's cruel. Teacher American also has shared dumps, um, went downhill, rotten. That's great. So, Teacher James, now about our learners, you know that learners always like to learn and develop themselves. If you had to give three instructions for them for learning and development of English language, what are would they be? What would they be? That's right. At least three information or three instructions for them or three tricks. Yeah, okay. Teacher James, you know it's a bit funny question though. Can you mimic anyone in the UK, any famous celebrity or any actor or singer? Copy their accent. Blimey, Teacher James, what are you talking about? I'm flabbergasted. Turja has a suggestion. Go for the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. Jade says Tom Holland. Wow, that's cool. Hi, Nitin. Welcome. Blimey, yeah, Turja. All right, Captain, welcome, and welcome all the lovely people who have joined in the last few moments. We are having conversation with the British teacher James, who lives in Leicester, and he has got pure RP accent. We're going to ask him to give some lectures or some expression in pure RP accent so that our listener can understand this is the RP accent. But as a matter of fact, most of the people only know only one kind of accent through the TV and movies. But in the United Kingdom, there are more than 38 different kinds of accents. And RP, received pronunciation, is one of the amazing accents. And teacher Jamie is going to give us some tips how anyone can develop the RP accent. Turja has another question about accent. Why Northern Ireland people sound like Americans, whereas Scottish accent is the hardest accent? If you just compare both of them, please. Scottish. Who is in my house? Yeah, yeah. I've been there, Liverpool and Blackpool. So I like to imitate one accent that which I heard when I went there. Have you seen my Mooney mate? Because Scotland is not there, so they have got that influence. I lost it this morning. My wallet is gone. It's missing. What's happening here? Did you take it, mate? No, we need to go to the place. Weird the place. Ha ha. Anyway. Okay, teacher Safi is saying, is that true statement? English language was born in England, migrated to Australia, and died in America. I don't know. Teacher James might be able to answer. Okay, and teacher Morrison says, I don't think that they sound American at all. Jade has a question. Can you also speak Scouse accent? Oh, Nadia has a question, immigration question. That if someone is American but wants to move to the United Kingdom, what's the procedure? If you Yeah, may I answer it, teacher James? Okay, guys, if for the Americans, Australians, Canadians, and other English-speaking countries, if you like to move to the UK first, as teacher James said, you need to find out what kind of visa are you coming from. For with those passports, you don't need visa for the first 90 days if you're visiting. It is like a port entry, okay? But if you're coming for a work, you must have a work permit authorized by your employer and by the our home office of the United Kingdom. So that is the only procedure. But if you want to ask general immigration, we can answer it in some other lesson because it will take a bit longer time. If teacher James has time, maybe we can answer it at the end of this our conversation. Okay, there is another question. My moon is missing. Yes, teacher Markan, this is how they talk. And also, what was the question? Um, Mr. Bean. Okay, I didn't get now this question. If you're American, you don't need a visa. It's a port entry once again, or you have to get the permission through online if you would like to visit the UK. Okay, but if you are a migrant there, you don't have American passport, then it will be difficult to enter at this moment. At this moment, all the visit visas are suspended until the further notice because of this COVID situation. Only the spouse visas are being processed, and in some cases, student visas. If you're an American citizen, you don't need any visa, but you need authorization from the online. Okay, Nadia. But if you're coming as a visitor, but if you are interested to come here to work, you need a work permit. You don't need a visa, but you need a work permit, the authorization, the paper and documents. Oh, thank you very much, Teacher Safi, for the donation. Okay, I was going to ask you, Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, his famous two movies released, I think three, Johnny English, Johnny Reborn, there's another. Yes. So my question is request only, actually, not question. If you can, mimic any of the conversation from John English or maybe James Bond, as you said, James Bond movies are your favorite movies. Can you mimic anyone, any other actor, any celebrity, any singer? Little Britain, yep. Okay, so once again, dear viewers, if you have any questions to Teacher James, you're more than welcome to write in the comment section, and hopefully he's going to answer it. So, Teacher James, have you got more time for us? Okay, guys. So once again, if you want to join Teacher's James live stream or subscribe to his course or his private lesson, go to his account and book it from there. It's very easy. And there is a chat group linked. I have pinned on the top of the comments. If you're interested, join there. Teacher James will be happy to help you and share his lessons freely. You don't have to pay anything at all. So thank you very much, Teacher James, for coming here. We had have good fun and good, obviously good questions as well. I'm sure many of our viewers learned a lot of things. Yes, Teacher Chaffee. Cheers, mate. Let me share one funny story, Teacher James. I asked this question almost every male teacher on this app, and one teacher answered very funny way. He said, "I'm going to marry 3 women and take them with me, so they will do everything for me." Yeah, that's only funny answer. It's a funny question. That's right. Okay, and thank you very much once again. We hope to see you in future because my this kind of interview is like ongoing. I'm going to bring more teachers, all the new teachers as well. And again, we're going to have different kind of sessions in the future, Teacher James. Thank you very much. Okay, before you leave, if you have to give only one advice today for learning English, what would it be for our learners? Just only one. Thank you very much once again. Uh, I'm much grateful to Teacher James. I really appreciate his time because he has sacrificed a lot of things for today for all of you guys and including me. I'm obliged to you, and we hope to see you in the future. Once again, Teacher James. That's great. So once again, if you want to join Teacher James WhatsApp group, that is the comment I've just pinned above. Please join from there. By the way, I've got a question, Teacher James. What time do you like to have your dinner? So what is it? What is a typical British dinner or lunch or breakfast? Would you like to share with us? That's great. So bon appetit, Teacher James. Enjoy your meal and your lessons. Thank you very much. Okay, dear viewers, that was Teacher James from Leicester of the United Kingdom. He is an amazing teacher. Join him, join his course, join his private lesson, and if you want to join his WhatsApp group, I have just pinned on the top of my comment on this screen. You just click it, you can join him. And once again, thank you very much, everyone, for coming here. Remember that whatever you have learned today, make sure you practice it. I always pronounce this words 3 times: practice, practice, and practice. There is no alternative of practice. There is no shortcut, no quicker method. Practice gives you confidence. Practice makes you perfect sometimes, though perfection is not achievable, but you can be perfect. Practice helps you becoming more stronger. So thanks, and thanks for the support. Do follow us, support us. You'll get lovely lessons from time to time. Okay, Chen, what's the next teacher? Next week, I think teacher Nazrul, possibly. After the teacher Sabrina, then Riza, then Danbir, then Evangelina. Many of the teachers. I've got a big list. I can't remember, but these are the teachers' names from my memory. And thank you very much, Teacher James. Okay. Mainak, I've just shared the Teacher James WhatsApp group at the top of the comments. Just click there and you'll be able to join there. Okay. Thank you very much. And that is Teacher James Instagram account, guys, if you want to join. So if you want to follow and support him, so that's the link. So once again, thank you very much, Teacher James, Tanika, Mayank, Learning, Jan, Israkat, is it? Tanika again, Jan, Steve, Nikhil, Loco, David, Teacher Marakan, Ramsing Patel, Nadia, Turja, I'm reading all the names, Teacher Safi, Jade, Sagar, and all other people. Thank you very much once again. I'll see you when you see you. Take care. So I'll see you in another lesson, hopefully tomorrow morning or maybe afternoon. If there is time, maybe I can come tonight, but I'm not sure yet because I've got a lot of things to do. Thank you very much, guys. Nadia, thank you very much. Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. I didn't share it today because our focus is Teacher James. So whatever we do, we try to share our guests all the information with our viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Remember that English is a second language for me and for you as well. practice it. I'm sure you can do better. Be positive always. Okay, bye.